Hello and welcome to episode 14, I think, of the massing season. Over the previous other episodes, or other 13 episodes, I have covered various aspects of muscle building. Everything from supplements to training, to the best exercises, to the best diet, to you name it, I pretty much covered it in terms of mass building or muscle building. And towards the end of this phase of vlogs, and certainly towards the end of the phase of vlogs and series, because I have one more week left next week, I kind of wanted to touch upon something that I've been thinking about quite a lot recently. And certainly because we're running into the kind of the January aspect of fitness, which is, you know, the New Year's resolution, etc. Is essentially this idea of hashtag Fitspiration and somewhat the premise of motivation. How do you become motivated, and what aspects should you think about as the main things that will improve your overall motivation? So let's delve into it. And I think the first bit has to be Instagram. Now, Instagram, I enjoy it because it's got some pretty pictures on it. I like to check out locations I might be going to in terms of food places, or even locations like Europe, or when I was traveling, all those kind of things. It was great for that, and it was great to see where we could potentially go and do. However, if we go into Instagram and show you what hashtag fitness is. So if I go into Instagram and we go hashtag fitness, okay? So if we go hashtag fitness tags, there we go. Okay, and we go into it and we have a look at what's actually there. We first have a naked man posing. We then have a girl in a bikini, a guy with his shirt off on a six-pack. We have someone doing the splits. We have some fake boobs. We have a transformation. We have a bodybuilder. It's just lots of naked people. Lots of them. Quite a lot. Actually, yeah, a lot. Oh dear. This is more than I was expecting. Yeah. And then if we consider maybe if we go on to something like hashtag Fitspiration. Oh, I can't. Here we go. I spelt it right for me. And there's 16.7 million tags. We have a girl doing the splits. We have a girl in a thong with no top on. We have a girl showing her butt with a thong. We have a girl doing a bicep curl, posing. We have a weird looking needle thing. We have another girl with her butt out. We have a six-pack. We have fake boobs. We have a fake bum. We have bands. We have a thong. It's just naked people again. And is this really fitness? Is this really what we should be using as inspiration or motivation to go to the gym? And I really don't think it is. Now, the problem with these are that these are extrinsic motivators. So these are things that are outside of ourselves that we are using to be able to motivate ourselves to go to the gym. There are a few problems with that. And the main problem that we have with that is it's the focus on the aesthetic. So how you look. Now, fitness isn't necessarily just how you look. Fitness is being able to potentially climb some stairs. It's about reducing your overall mortality rate, potentially. It's about performing well. So going for a run, for example, or even swimming, or playing tennis, or badminton, or golf. All these kind of things can be put into some sort of sphere of fitness. When we look at individuals who post a lot online and use sort of hashtag Fitspiration, we see that they actually have, or certainly more prone to things like eating disorders, anxiety issues, depression, and these have all been studied and looked at, largely in women and not so much in men, but it's quite scary how bad it can get in terms of your mental health if you continually take selfies that are half naked in the mirror, trying to inspire other people, but also people who engage in that also result in poor mental health scores. Now, there is something that we can do to improve our intrinsic motivators, the things that come from within that are more likely to help us to continue along our fitness goals, to help improve our overall lifestyles. And there are things that we can do to improve that. The first one is to potentially focus on other things other than the way you look. One of the first ones can be a belt that might be fastened a little bit tighter, or jeans that you couldn't fit into previously, or a size that you couldn't fit into previously. That's an intrinsic motivator. Other things are making friends in fitness. Like, fitness is fun. Going to classes, going to hobbies or various other aspects that do involve some sort of activity or relatively vigorous activity helps the intrinsic motivation. It helps you find something other than just the way you look to go and exercise, because it's fun to make friends, it's fun to exercise with friends and people. And to help people as well, give positive feedback. So tell them that they're doing well, and it's even better if it's unexpected. So if you see someone making a change in terms of their overall habits by maybe they're making better choices in terms of their diet overall, maybe they're actually going to the gym regularly and trying to include themselves within classes or within certain fitness programs, give them that positive feedback. It's good. It will help that intrinsic motivation overall. There is one more thing you can potentially do that's a little bit different to some of the other ones. One of them is allowing the individual to have control of how they potentially train within some sort of framework. So what you can do is you can auto-regulate or move around certain sessions based on how you're feeling. Now, you're going to come along certainly at a stage where you might not feel like following a certain program. Now, it's okay if you change that a little bit. If you, for example, don't really feel like doing a heavy squat that day, or even a squat in itself, it's okay to change to do something else. It's okay to go and use a piece of machinery that you haven't maybe used before. Maybe doing another exercise that you didn't necessarily do, and you'll still see progress. That all, again, helps create control, and again helps this idea of intrinsic motivation. So the motivation from within. I get it. I've been there, a young man, and looking at all these amazing athletes and amazing bodybuilders who have got incredible physiques. And I certainly found inspiration from those because I wanted to look like them that were on the TV, for example, in the strongman competitions that I used to watch as a kid. But as I've got older, it's important that we slowly but surely develop that intrinsic motivation. The things that's actually going to get us up on those cold, frosty mornings to go to the gym and train. That's the important thing. It takes time and it's hard, but you can do it, and it's certainly a better way to help motivate you to improve your overall fitness lifestyle and goals. I think we'll leave it at that. It's not quite a vlog, if you will. It's more of a talk, more of a chat, and I quite like them sometimes. But yeah, this is episode 14 of the massing season. We'll see you next week, Tuesday and Thursday, for our last 2 episodes of the massing season, and hopefully I'll maybe get my kit off and show you what I've been up to, or gained, or improved. Either way, I'll see you on Tuesday at 5:30. Done.